So the big question is this: how do you lose all the weight that you want and actually keep it off for the rest of your life, while trying to make sense of all the noise that comes from the weight loss industry? That is the question. And this podcast will give you the answers.
G'day guys, and welcome to the next episode of the Weight Loss Secrets podcast. My name's Baron Grant and I'm wrapped to be with you again for another tip and trick, idea, something you can do different that's going to be able to help you lose all the weight you want and keep it off for the rest of your life. And today we're breaking down myths. But before I get to that, ditchingthediet.com is where you go to get all the info you need to be able to help you on your weight loss journey. Download my book, look at my programs, book a call with me, let's chat. Let's see if I can help you on your weight loss journey as well. Now today I want to talk about a topic that has sort of irritated me for many, many years, back to when I owned my gym and early days as a PT. But it is so prevalent now with things like YouTube and other video service sites where people are posting videos about this stuff all the time. And I was reminded of it even more today when Mitchell, one of my boys, came home from the shop and he'd bought, and what was it called? An ab cruncher. I think it was called an ab cruncher. And it was this little machine on a 45-degree angle that he bought for like $12.50. I'm sure back in the day it would have been on like infomercials for like 3 easy payments of $49.95, right? So he got this. It's got like a 45-degree angle and you slide up and down. You put your knees on it and you slide up and down and you crunch your abs. So for those that are listening, I'm actually making hand gestures so you can see what I'm talking about on the YouTube video. But so he's got this thing. Now, will it work to strengthen his abs? Absolutely, of course it will. He's moving his abs and he's contracting them, and that's gonna make his abs stronger. But why did I want to bring this up? Because for years, I've seen the narrative around the place that if you do ab exercises, you're going to get a flat stomach. If you do ab exercises, you're going to be able to see that six pack. If you do ab exercises, you're going to have that chiseled washboard stomach. Bull crap. What an absolute load of total rubbish. And there's people on YouTube and stuff spruiking this stuff all the time. Here's this insane ab workout for 15 minutes or 8 minutes. There's 8-minute abs and 6-minute abs and whatever else. Like, so what? You could do 1,000 sit-ups a day. It's not going to make you see your abs. I remember when I used to be at the gym, when I used to own my gym, I had a lady come to the counter and she said, "Baron, I really want to tone up my abs, right?" And she said, I said, like, talk to me about that. So we had a bit of a thing, and I said, food makes the difference, not sit-ups. She goes, "No, I need an ab workout." People are programmed to believe that ab workouts make me see my stomach. Ab workouts get rid of belly fat. Zero, nada, couldn't be further from the truth. It doesn't happen like that. And as I was talking to this lady, I said, no, ab exercises don't do that. They make your abdominals stronger, which is awesome, and that's great. And they might get a little bigger, which is also great. But the best thing happened, though. I had one of my staff members next to me, and she interjected in the conversation. And she said, because the lady wouldn't believe me that it was about food. And as she interjected, she said, this lady was in amazing shape, right? And she had a six-pack, funnily enough. And she said, "I've got a six-pack." I think from memory she showed a six-pack, but what she said was more profound. She said, "I have a six-pack, and how many ab exercises, how many crunches, how many sit-ups do you think I do?" And the lady's like, "Oh, probably heaps." She goes, "Zero, none, ever." She just ate right. It's food, right? So here's where I want to, it seems simple, but we've been bombarded with all these things that you need to buy. The infomercials, the late night infomercials, right? The ab wave, the ab coaster, the ab glide, the ab cruncher, the ab, ab spinner. I think there was one as well. Like all these crazy little contraptions to make you work your abs. All great because it strengthens your muscles, but it's not going to make your stomach flat. And what I love about it is you've got these models who have eaten perfectly for 10 years and done workouts all the time. They're chiseled. They're on this ab cruncher, this ab coaster, going side to side, doing this thing. This is all you got to do, 2 minutes a day. It's amazing. And look what you're going to look like. What a crock of crap. Absolute load of rubbish. And so That stuff it's just being fed nonsense all the time. So people believe it. Those infomercials go for like 30 minutes. You're watching, but this happens and then this happens. Look at the transformations, right? Most of that stuff is it's just not true. Here's what's not true. There's no such thing as spot fat reduction. If you want to lose weight, and I'm talking fat from your body, you've got to change your food. We've got to change our food. The food is it. When you look at abdominals, right? You've got your abs and you've got fat on top. They're two totally separate, independent things. We can strengthen these muscles as much as we like, but if we don't eat right, that layer of fat is still going to sit there. So if we want to get rid of that layer of fat, then we get the food right and we strengthen our abs and they'll pop out a little bit more than what they did before, but we've got to get rid of the coverage, and the coverage comes from what we put in our mouths. Now, spot fat reduction is not just for our abs. People talk about it all the time. Hey, if you do these type of squats, it's going to make, you're going to lose fat off here, or you're going to lose fat off there. I talk to women all the time and they laugh with me and they say, I've got tuck shop arms or bingo wings, when they wave or something and they've got extra skin or extra fat underneath their arms. And they think they're being told, they've been told that if they do these type of arm exercises or tricep things or whatever, they're going to suddenly, that fat's going to magically disappear. It's not true. So it doesn't matter what exercise you do, fat will disappear predominantly with food, and it will disappear from wherever it wants to disappear from. And this is always a fascinating discussion, particularly with women, because they're like, I want to lose it from certain places and I don't want to lose it from other places. And I always have to say to them, you don't get to choose that. Unfortunately, that's the case. It'll drop from wherever it wants to drop. And a lot of people will drop almost from the face down. That sort of seems to be a pretty common thing that happens. So it's food that is going to make your abs appear, not exercise, not ab crunches, not that sort of stuff. That's great for strengthening muscles, for building cardiovascular endurance, for all of those things. Getting your food right is the key. And how do we do it? How do we get rid of that layer of fat on our stomach? It's getting into calorie deficit. I talk about it on every single video. We've got to eat more calories. We've got to eat less, not more. We've got to eat less calories than what our body requires every day. Not crazy amounts less, because if you go crazy amounts less, then that's not sustainable. But you've got to eat enough less to make a difference on the scales, so your body uses your fat stores as an energy source. That is weight loss 101. And if you want to get abs, if you want to see a washboard stomach, that is made in the kitchen, not in the gym. You've got to change your food. So when you change your food, that will work. So once and for all, the myth is that these machines doing loads of crunches, the ab wave, the ab coaster, the ab glide, all that sort of stuff, or doing a half an hour crazy ab session is going to somehow make your stomach lose fat, is a myth. It's not true. It doesn't make any sense. And so don't be sucked in by that narrative, because it doesn't work. Yes, you'll get stronger and it's great. It's good for you. I'm not saying it's not good for you, but we want to remove the fat. We've got to change the food. So remember, clean eating will get you to where you want to be. You got this. Can't wait to chat with you tomorrow. Stay away from worrying about doing 1 million sit-ups every day. That's the message for today. Talk soon.